Alright, what's going on with the crew?
What the Venatori ultimately intended with their incursions into the necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
Little flying plane outside.
This, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with. Feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Did you just figure that out, Valara?
They're moving fast.
Didn't take
but
the
we're
gods
faster.
long to attract support from all the worst people in
Davern
Thedas.
approved.
They're offering power to anyone who wants it. The Venatori and Antam won't question what it will cost.
Yeah.
So how do we fight back then?
I always feel
We
bad
don't
when
have
cats
an
get scared
army,
by it.
but we do have
Things that you
allies,
can't even control
like
the sound of.
Veilguard.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Crows, particularly after we helped save their city.
Thea and Viago know what is owed. They will make good on that debt.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some
right.
trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard
Yeah,
from
she
grave
hates
wardens
people.
out in the Horsburgh
Relatable.
wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something
Okay.
strange is
Sounds like
happening
we're gonna
with
be
the blight
talking
there.
to a lot of people.
I bet it involves the gods.
I saw a meme about how new Dragon Age players would not survive Morrigan in Dragon Age Origins. Because
She's brutal.
She's like, you're like, wow, I like your hair. And she's like, why the fuck would I care what you think, swine?
So, I know. Sometimes Alistair says things in Dragon Age 1, and Morgan's just like, I bet your mother wishes that she had never had you because you're so fucking stupid. And you're just like, Morgan!
And then it's like plus 10 Morgan likes you.
Can you calm down? Why are you so mean?
Any details on the blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Because he can't write.
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
The first warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
You
I
also
already
didn't seem
told you to
smart.
piss up a rope.
Will he be in
He
the
didn't like
wetlands?
us.
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking blight than wardens.
Morrigan and those wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages?
I mean,
It's not
Alistair's
clear.
really funny.
They're gods.
He
the
is.
closest
He's
damn thing
definitely
to them.
also an ass sometimes.
Yeah.
Nev's
you're
back!
Yeah,
Nev.
I am.
Nev, I'm so glad you're back.
Get
I've
back
missed
to
you
work.
so much.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmrich Volkaren, our fate expert, and Tosh, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey,
Charmed.
Hey.
Job.
Right. Not everyone has met.
so you're a dragon hunter? Minrathous could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't? Look,
Hey, I did
you
side
made
quests
an
to help
impossible
there.
call without enough information. I get it. It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
You are back,
Sorry,
though,
baby.
right?
Yeah, Belle. I'm back.
I'm back. Why would I choose the joke one? I appreciate you coming back.
Good to have you back, whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be a part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what happened to Minrathous, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here.
That's right. Through
I'm
the power
still
of
on the
friendship,
job.
Somewhere the Inquisitor's like, what the fuck? I'm doing things too.
Let's follow up on some leads.
I got the power of solace
I'll let Lady
and friendship
Morgan know
on
we're
my
ready to
side.
meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
It's been a while since we talked to the egg.
Yeah, that's been true.
Never
We
easy, is it,
will
kid?
probably see him very
What do
soon.
you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
I think this is the vibe I'm going with for this character. For this run, seems like.
Feels like stopping two gods isn't the kind of thing that should get handed to a fresh leader. Though someone needs to be in charge, right? Everyone's looking to me for answers.
That sounds like you were
I have to
blaming
be ready
Barrick for
to
getting
give them,
hurt.
even when I'm not certain.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. I knew you could fill my shoes. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Warden's
I mean,
found.
she is my favorite Dragon Age character,
I love her.
Chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
That interaction made me think of the what does Gandalf say where he's like, you do not, those who,
I wish it hadn't happened in my time.
Right.
And then Gandalf says,
so do all who
live to see such things.
times. Yeah.
All that's left is to do what with left with the time we have or whatever.
Yeah. After experiencing the bladed dragon attack in Minrathous, Nev is less trusting and more self-reliant. Her damaging abilities are increased, but she will no longer use supportive abilities, and relationship progress is slowed. Okay, so they're basically telling me Nev's off the table for romancing this game, sounds like? Or...
I think they just mean for combat.
Those damned relics. Rook, the Vault Overseers make sure someone always has an eye on the relics you helped us bring back. He gave me a dirty look whenever I tried to get close. Even hissed at me one time. I suppose we can't take the risk. Someone definitely did something to make them even more dangerous. We're not sure who they are or why they did it. An enemy of the Veil Jumpers? Someone dedicated to chaos? Either way, a lot more of us would be dead if you hadn't come along when you did, so thank you. Yours, Elio. A permission granted. A letter stamped with the seal of the Mornwatch. Greetings. You have driven despair from the shroud. Oh wait, it's that guy. You have driven despair from the shrouded halls for this. You have our thanks. If Venatori return to plunder, hunt them as you will.
A complicated, impenetrable sigil.
Yeah. And we've also got Elven People. Book club notes. Notes for our first book club meeting. Attending Emmrich, Bellara, Harding, Nev. Book The Hallowed Halls by Marcellus Ingevenius. Chosen by Bellara. Notes taken by Bellara. Notes. Emmrich, frustrated that book was not accurate about how undead actually work. Agreed that the romance subplot had the pleasing air of a classic tragedy. Wait, is it Emmrich with the girls?
Yeah.
Nev, pretty sure the book was based on one of her old cases, refused to elaborate further on romance subplot. Harding felt it was too long and lacked excitement, kept scowling and asking, where's the blood? Bellara, me, enjoyed that enemies to lovers featured heavily in the story, found undead a little creepy. We rolled dice to decide, and Harding is the next person to choose a book. I want to be in the book club?
Yeah, they're excluding Rook.
How do I get in this book club? Alright, the Mornwatch. Emmrich, note to Harding on souls. No left on a thick book. It wasn't a silly question at all. There's an enormous difference between a spirit and a soul, but the metaphysics are rarely taught outside mage circles. A soul is a richly luminous force within every living being. You and I, our companions, our opponents, all possess a soul. When we slumber, it slips into the Fade, our most intimate connection with the land of dreams. A spirit is an entity formed entirely in the Fade from raw magic. While both dwell in intangible regions, a trained mage will never mistake one for the other. I found Craverton's Dialogue of the Outer Reaches to be the best starting book on the subject. If you'd like to pursue his absolutely gripping theories on autogenous liminality. Misconceptions about the necropolis. No one has more respect for Brother Genitivi's scholarship
Hell
than
yeah,
I.
Genitivi's
I remember
back.
him. I remember Brother Genitivi. But his writing on Navarra details very little of the practices on the Grand Necropolis. The more I travel, the more I'm convinced these lesions? I don't know that word. Have led to unfortunate conclusions by people of less than generous imagination. For example, we do not lock up our dead to pound fruitlessly against their coffins in the dark. Our departed lie in peaceful state or even wander. The undead tableau are loving constructions not dressed up with corpses, and in the event of a malign spirit causes a disturbance, we don't simply throw them in a tomb and toss the key. Sometimes I think Warden Davrin crafts these questions to tease me. From Emmrich's diary. Okay, we got a skill point. 27, so we still can't get there. So, what's this?
Arcane Shot now detonates Sunder.
I'm not using Arcane Shot anymore, though. I'm using Meteor. Desolate Malady, affliction damage. What is affliction damage? So burning would be an affliction.
Yeah.
What do we got? More stagger with enemies with affliction. Maximum necrosis.
Duck.
Here's the duck. I feel like we want to be getting... That's good, because I think we looked at a number of these are blast.
Yeah, Meteor's blast.
So, let's get this. Okay, companions. We gotta give Emmrich some skills. So Emmrich, what do you got? Everybody detonates Sundered, but not a lot of people apply it.
They're making sure you take support characters with you.
Applies weakened. He can heal. I need Tosh to have something that does Sundered, honestly, is what I need, but... Okay, sure, let's just give you this and this. And then we'll make sure we give you a heal. Heal. This is locked. He's just a polite acquaintance as of right now.
Yep.
And then there's a second staff, but I didn't like it as much as the one he has. Alright, Davrin? Oh no, wait. Hold on, I wanted to look at what everybody's status was. She's still the Illuvian expert. He's still the thrill of the chase. Polite acquaintance, associate. He's just a killer. Just a contact, and she's just here. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay? Alrighty. I see how it is.
The first, 4-ish hours of this went by really fast, and then my brain, turned off in the last half hour. World.
So, Morgan is probably what we want to do first, because it sounds like the stuff. But I don't want to do that yet, because we only have 10 minutes left. And then...
The Gate of Pale Reflections.
Alright, we gotta kill this guy. But first, let's see if we have anybody to talk to. And we can also look for side quests. I think there was another side quest in Minrathis.
There's probably a bunch.
Who's hanging out with Tosh? Look, who got it? He's talking to everybody! Okay. Emmrich has a time-sensitive thing, and so does Davrin, so we can go talk to them. Surprised Nev doesn't have something to say to me.
She's done with you. She said, "Be gone, thought."
Okay, how do I get to Emmrich?
Well, you die, and then he brings you back.
And then Manfred has a friend. Wait, is that my room?
They do move around a lot in this place. Laboratory.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh,
it's
he's
much
gonna have a
improved
sick
with the
ass
index.
library.
Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You can hang out with
You know
people,
who she
Laura, I don't
feels
care.
like?
Just a few
Mabel from
essentials.
Gravity Falls.
Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is.
I love that
What
that's
do you
Matt
make of it?
Mercer.
Yep. Just making
Little
noises.
gremlin sounds, that's it. What do you make of it? Oh, I mean, I gotta choose that, right?
I think I like it better
Let me
with
see.
a necromancer in the place.
Do you?
Especially one with
I
experience.
guess it's like a bolo, kinda.
I must be sure to live up to expectations.
Yeah, I don't even know what to
It's
call
like a
that.
chain, I don't know.
Oh, I've been exploring.
It's sick as
but
hell, though.
I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls.
Yeah, it's like collar
My necromancy
cufflinks.
won't cause any undue worry, will it?
I bet that collar is starched to insanity.
We've seen weirder. Everyone's just new.
We're still getting used to one another.
True, and yet...
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory.
Please
Thank you
excuse
for
me,
stopping by.
Manfred and
My skeleton needs me.
Oh my god. He's so great. I love him. Manfred, can I have some tea? Please, let him serve me tea. Oh, already we got a side quest lined up. Here we go. Well, we'll get to it today,
By the way,
but...
Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They
yes.
also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings
Two
and
side
scared
quests?
wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis
If
whenever
I
you're ready.
shave my beard, I'd have his mustache.
You wanna cosplay Emmrich? Honestly, I do love his casual clothes.
Yeah? Okay, so now you've got the necropolis halls.
Can't wait to see what you do with this place, Emmrich. Okay, hold on, let's make sure. Who else had a timed one? Davrid. I'm gonna stop by to see what Tosh and Lucanus are talking about while I'm in here.
This is quite the treasure hoard.
Is it true that crows are forbidden to take gold unless it's to kill someone?
No. We need gold to pay for
No,
things.
we use money.
No, we're kind of normal. Alright, let's go, let's go. Catherine? Hold on, I'm coming. I gotta upgrade Emmrich's stuff. We'll do that.
It's cozy.
Hanging out with your pet.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
Feeling his
Yeah, the
oats.
other baby.
When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy.
Oh yeah, when are we
You
gonna go
wait
get
for
the
my
Gloomhowler?
command. We attack together. Then we
I
can
know,
kill
look at his
stuff like
little
that.
ear flopping.
At least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
His voice reminds me of Pan from... What's the musical game? We just replayed
Oh,
it.
Stray Gods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it
yeah,
reminds
yeah,
me of
you're
Pan
right.
from
I can
Stray
see
Gods.
that.
Glad I'm not a deer.
Never be a
Jacob?
deer. Good to know.
From Mass
He'd
Effect
probably
2?
leave them alone.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Probably.
He hasn't shown up in
You
3
and
at
I
all, so
see
I
a
forgot
deer.
about him.
Maybe he sees venison souffle. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
I'm gonna kill an archdemon!
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will
It would be
always
so
be
cool to have a
hunters.
griffin. I mean,
Just like his daddy Davrin.
Daddy Davrin?
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life, I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
You know, killing
That's
things?
not so bad,
Killing things is
is it?
easy. Rearing them?
Not the path
That's
I
hard.
expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters. Still young. Pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight.
They are gonna call
I
me the
wonder if
father
there's
of
another
griffins
path
in the
for them.
future.
The Griffin Guardian. No! Eat some food. Maybe put on the Tyson fight if it's still going.
Yeah. Give him time.
It's still early. Hassan's just a kid. Let him test the waters, see what shakes loose.
You mean like a parent?
His
Yep.
ears in the background.
Yeah.
Did you see
Parents.
He just
Scary
plots
word.
shaking his head.
I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
They really gave him like the
I think
deepest
that's where
V.
trust comes
it? Yeah.
in. That
It's like something
thermal
Fez
idea
would
you
wear.
keep talking about. Trust
guess.
Hassan to find his way. Don't
He
force
had to
things.
show off those pecs.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Headstrong will
Right.
take you on.
Thanks for the chat.
Good talk. Talking about parenting. It's rough. Yo, Davin leveled up! Let's go!
Now Manfred can ride Hassan into battle.
Okay, so what do you got? Detonates weakened. Flies overwhelmed. I don't remember what's useful anymore. Okay, you know what? I might actually redo his too, because he also has taunt, but I think I'm gonna kind of go instead for invulnerability or other things.
Yeah.
So I would like to refund my points. And then we still want this one, Asan Strike. So let's level this up a little bit. Bleeding. Burning. Burning. We're going for burning builds, I
It
feel
does
like.
seem like they would use Hassan for drama. But I can't, I mean, like, I could see Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 2 having a plotline where, like, all the Griffins died or something. This feels like a little too cartoonish for me. Like, it doesn't feel as dark as the earlier Dragon Ages.
Grey Wardens. From Davrin's journal, The Nature of Griffins. Talking to Rook about Hassan's instincts got me thinking, can you change something you're born with? Or are we blank slates who can make our own way? Was I born a monster hunter destined to do this job, or did I have a choice? With Hassan, he's this incredible ball of fur, feathers, and energy. Watching him learn to fly or swim for the first time, or taste an apple, there's so much potential in him. You can see he's having fun, testing his limits, learning about the world. Has anyone ever raised a griffin that wasn't trained to fight for the Wardens? Seen them get into a frenzy around Darkspawn, so there's no doubt it's like a cat going after a mouse. It's ingrained. But can griffins do anything else? Would they want to, I wonder? Oh, I didn't mean to pull it back up. The Morn Watch. Complications in the Veil. The Veil, our mutable, eternal barrier against the Fade, or so we thought. There has recently been a great weakening in the Veil, thanks to a confluence of magic in the south we've yet to understand. What scant information we have paints a chilling picture. The Veil may be undone, permanently, either in large parts or as a whole. We cannot give way to panic. Should this threat be real, someone must be prepared to answer. The Veil falls, thousands of lives, all we hold dear, will be swept away. I cannot say what would take their place. Notes from a lecture by Emmrich Volkaren in 942 Dragon to a council of Chantry scholars, nobility, and Navaran mages. And then we have the new quests, and we have some new character stuff. We just gotta clear out. Okay. And then, did anybody else have talking stuff before we... I'm surprised Nev doesn't have anything to say to us.
Yeah, it's strange.
I wonder if I run over there real quick. You got anything to say to me? And then the last thing we'll do is upgrade Emmrich's stuff.
Look, I'm back and I'm on the job. That's all I want to say about it right now.
Can't believe I let this baddie out of my grasp. What am I doing? I fumbled her. I should have saved Rathus. Okay. Alright, we would like to upgrade.
The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
I can't really upgrade that much of this stuff, but
Just went from like a 50 to a 79% chance.
can't upgrade yet. And then enchanting. Oh, I can enchant on other people too. I didn't realize that. Okay, obviously adding necrotic damage.
It just makes sense.
Makes sense, but also okay, ability damage though. Or crit. What do you think?
You want to put the crit on the people who detonate. Because if they're not detonating, they're not causing the crit, right? Unless, like, if...
Let's do ability.
Unless both of theirs counts as a crit, right? Because then it would, like, be, like, 15-15 from both of them, but I don't know. Gotta wake up. Yeah, I got a tutor. I got 3 students tomorrow. Bubble bath sounds good. But I think we'll be starting around 5 our time, so that'll be 2 your time. Because Sunday we won't be streaming, because we're playing the villainous Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, let's just go for him. I mean, let's just be real. Lucanus is who we have the best synergies with. So...
99% bonus ability damage.
God damn. So these are all shared among Let's
us.
go with necrosis for him. Alright. That's good. Where is this trying to send me now? Oh, right. I was like gonna go fight that guy in the forest for the millionth time.